What is up, everyone on YouTube? Your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, coming at you live with Card Talks, the show where I take a look at new cards on YGO Pro. And we got ourselves a whole bunch of new cards for the Red Dragon Archfiend, as well as Sharks. So let's go ahead, take a look at these cards. First off, we got to talk about Crimson Resonator. It's a nice new tuner, level 2 Dark Fiend tuner. It works really good recovery for Red Dragon Archfiend. Basically, if you have no monsters, you can summon it. It's the only other monster you have except for one was a Dark Dragon Synchro monster. You can summon up to 2 Resonators from hand or deck except for itself. I highly recommend Synchron and Chain Resonator in this situation, because if you've got this in a Red Dragon Archfiend, plus these two, it's easy Red Supernova Dragon. So good recovery there. Does lock you to the Synchro of Dark Dragons, but of course it does. So it's a good recovery card. It is annoying that you have to have no monsters to summon it, and you have to have the dragon on the board to do it. So definitely a good recovery. It works really good with this new card, Red Familiar, which is a card based off a character that showed up in one episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime that was never aired in English. Now this card, Red Familiar, you contribute a fiend, aka itself, target a Dark Dragon Synchro in the grave, summon it in defense with effects negated. So basically, you got Red Dragon in the graveyard. You special summon your Crimson Resonator. You normal summon this, tribute this, bring back your Red Dragon, bring out the tuners, bring out your Red Supernova. That's the idea. You know, basically. And also this guy can banish itself to change the level of your Dark Dragon Synchro from level 1 to level 8, whatever you desire. So that way you don't necessarily have to bring out these two. You can bring out other tuners, you know, whatever you want. Problem with this whole idea, however, is that you have to already have the Red Dragon in the grave for all of this to work, and no other monsters, and there's a lot of things that have to work out for this to work out. But the point is, it's a good idea if you need some recovery, you know, late game, something bad happens. Normally doesn't happen, but if you need it, I would recommend running one of each of these, and it would be good in a Red Dragon deck, I think, to run one of each of these. You know, it wouldn't get in your way too much. Red Familiar at least can be used as synchro material. Same, of course, for Resonator. He's a good level for tuner. So, all in all, I like these two. They're pretty nice. Next, we've got some Shark support. This is Cutter Shark, which is a level 4 water fish, 1600 attack, 500 defense. I didn't mention these stats because they don't matter. So this guy, you can target a water monster you control, i.e. himself. Summon a fish with the same level, but with a different name from the deck. But you can only, you cannot activate its effects, and you can't summon from the extra deck except Xyz monsters. So, very good for Sharks, because they like bringing out their level 4 Xyz monsters. I would say level, but they're ranks, you know what I mean. So, basically, summon this thing, target itself, summon another shark, like the new Lantern Shark or whatever. Go into Xyz place. Master Rule 5 is going to be very nice to Sharks. Now, what else does this do? You can only use this effect once per turn, and another thing is, if this card is used for Xyz summon of a water monster, you can make it either level 3 or level 5. So this is nice utility. There are level or rank 5 Sharks and rank 3 Sharks, so it's certainly something you can do. The pool isn't that great or that impressive in of itself, but it's nice to have that extra utility, especially if in the future some really good rank 5 or rank 3 water monster gets summoned out or played out by Konami. You know what I mean. I can't talk. I'm so excited. I'm saying Sharks, man. What can I say? I like me some Sharks. I want them to be an archetype, but they're not. Next, we've got Lantern Shark. Same kind of deal. Level 4 water fish, 1500 attack, 900 defense. When normal or special summoned, you can summon a level 3, 4, or 5 water monster from the hand, except for Lantern Shark. But you cannot summon from extra deck except for Xyz monsters. You only do this effect once per turn, and same deal, can be treated as level 3 or level 5. So again, the idea is sound. Summon Cutter Shark, target itself, special summon Lantern Shark, use Lantern Shark, summon a different shark. And then, you know, I would recommend maybe like Right Hand Shark, he's new, or any of the other ones. Go into something like Bahamut Shark, whatever. Doesn't really matter. The point is, let you swarm the board and go for a big old shark monster. Well, I'm still upset that sharks aren't themselves an archetype. I like the support. It's very clean. It's good without being busted. If it was busted, I wouldn't like it as much. but it's nice and clean. We just need some better Shark Xyz monsters, except you, Bahamut. You're fine. You and Drake are good. I'm also, you're fine, Barbarian. Regardless, I like the new Shark support. It's nice and clean. I'm gonna be making Sharks soon. I would run at least 2 of each of these, if not 3 of each. That's how good these are. Next, we've got a quick Resonator spell. Command the Resonator lets you discard a Resonator to add a level 4 lower fiend from deck to hand. You only do this once per turn. Some scrubs might think Mad Archfiend is a good target. I say Infernity Archfiend is a good target for this. I mean, anything that searches out your Infernity Archfiend is a good idea. So, if you're playing Infernities, I would run some Resonators just to play this. I'm just saying. It's an idea. So, that's a nice new card. I'd run a couple copies in your Red Dragon Archfiend deck. It works just fine. We've got a quick look at another quote-unquote Shark support. This is Torpedo Takedown. Target a Water Xyz monster. Attach a material. Inflict 400 damage to your opponent for every card in their hand. And if you do, target a monster against attack equal to the damage inflicted till the end of the turn. Problem with that effect is that if you're going second, your opponent's going to have their hand empty of cards. So, honestly, it's just not going to work, man. It's just not going to work. But this does have another effect, is you can banish this card and a Water Xyz from the grave to draw 2 cards. So basically, if you have this in the grave and you're losing, you just banish this in one of your Xyz and then draw some more cards. Keep the duel going. The burn effect, like I said, very subpar. Not going to work in most situations in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's still worth running maybe 1 copy just to get that extra draw later in the game. We'll see. We've got ourselves a Red Dragon Trap, Red Rain. If you have a level 8 or higher Synchro, banish as many monsters on the field as possible, except the monsters with the highest level, and if you do, face-up monsters on the field, not banished by this effect, are unaffected by card effects, except their own till the end of the turn. Here's the thing, if you're going to play a card like this, you're already winning. And here's the thing, if you play this card, you better win in the turn that you do it, because banishing potentially all your other cards, not a good idea. Now granted, if you were to set this card, then make your big dragon, wait a whole turn, hope that this card or your big dragon doesn't get kaiju'd, and then your next turn, play this, banish your opponent's board, then go for other synchros or whatever. It's sound, but it's like, you wouldn't play more than one of this card. And even though, yeah, it can recover itself if you have a Dark Dragon Synchro, and it gets Synchro summoned to your field, but you can't play it from your hand. It would have been nice if this played itself from the hand, but it does not. So, very questionable one of the Red Rain. Lastly, with Xyz Revive a Splash, another Sharky card. Target a rank 4 or lower Xyz in your grave, summon it, it becomes a water monster. So basically revives any Xyz monster that is of rank 4 or lower. That's a big pool. And it becomes watery. It also has the effect that you can banish this card from the grave to target said water Xyz monster, and then rank it up by 1 to make any water Xyz that's 1 rank higher. So yeah, basically just quick revival of one of your monsters, and then you can banish this card to do everything else. You know what I mean. I can't talk today. I'm trying out the new mic and I cannot talk. But yes, Xyz Revive Splash is a nice trap for Sharks or any other deck that uses water Xyz monsters. I wouldn't play it at more than 2. Maybe 2 might even be too much. I play this as a 1 of, but it's a very sound 1 of. So, it's a nice card. Last card we do need to talk about is the new Shark Xyz monster, Valiant Shark Lancer. Again, why are they not themselves a bloody archetype? I don't get it. Water rank 5, who is for some reason a beast warrior with 2500 attack and 1600 defense. And you can target a monster your opponent controls, detach a material, and if you do, destroy that monster. It's a quick effect if you control another water Xyz monster. So again, Master Rule 5 boosts it because, again, if you have another Xyz monster on board, it's a quick effect, pop a card. Not the greatest effect. I would have liked it if it was already a quick effect, but what have you. And also, if a water Xyz monster other than this dude gets destroyed by battle card effect while you control this monster, You can choose a spell from your deck and put it on top of your deck, i.e. the 7th one. So, it's another shark card that allows you to search out the 7th one. So, nothing wrong there. This is worth running just because of 7th one and the memes that come with it. So, I would run at least one Valiant Shark, maybe even 2. It's all up to you guys. But anyway, those are today's cards. A very nice bunch of cards. I'm definitely going to be playing Sharks now that these are out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought of the audio. I've got this new recording device that records sounds and things. I think it's called a microphone or something. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Happy holidays to all of you. And Memphis will see you again next time with more card talks. So, till then, take care, everybody.